What's up, guys? It is Preach, as always, back with another Black Ops 7 video for you today. And I'm going to tell you straight up, today's video is not nearly as positive as yesterday's video, which may be a good thing because yesterday's video is not getting nearly as many views, likes, clicks, and comments as the negative videos. So for my channel, this being negative will probably benefit me. But nonetheless, Treyarch posted their patch notes last night for Season 1 and what is changing within Black Ops 7, and there's something specific that they said that has me very, very concerned about the future of this game and future Call of Duty. So I'm going to throw it on screen and read it to you right now. They said, the first playlist tab will now be featured playlist, where we'll highlight various styles of experiences such as Season 1 Mosh Pit featuring our Season 1 maps Utopia, Fate, Odysseus, and Standoff. This is also where you can find Standard Mosh Pit, where skill is an important consideration. So before we continue on, they're moving the Standard Mosh Pit, which is a terrible name. It's essentially the full-on SBMM Mosh Pit that they're calling Standard because, in my opinion, they want to manipulate people into clicking on that because it says Standard. They went on to say, we've continued to see increased engagement with Standard Mosh Pit, so we'll be featuring it in the featured tab for players who prefer an experience with more similarly skilled opponents. With the main tab changing to featured, the other tab will now become party games, which will include Prop Hunt, Sharpshooter, One in the Chamber, and Gunfight, which all those are really fun. That sounds great, but that's not what this video is about. We'll come back to that and revisit it in either another video tonight or tomorrow morning. But those are the modes coming at the launch of Season 1, as well as the debut of Sticks and Stones and Gun Game in Week 2. In addition to Standard Mosh Pit, all multiplayer playlists feature open matchmaking where skill is minimally considered for a more varied experience. Now, here is where that is concerning to me. One, they are moving SBMM playlist over into the featured playlist. And the fact that they call it Standard already is going to get it clicked on more than if they were just really upfront within the menu system as to what that actually was and meant. And they are saying they're seeing increased engagement on this playlist. And here is the reason that I think that is happening. One is there's a lot of people that are just not buying into the fact that the open matchmaking is supposed to be minimally considered. And I have been back and forth on this subject so many times that I'm not even going to pretend to give you an opinion on what I think is happening with that playlist right now, because I genuinely have no idea, okay? But I do think that with people not feeling like that is legit, that is sending people over to the Standard Mosh Pit. But then there's also this, okay? Casual players who know the Standard Mosh Pit exists are going to intentionally go there, right? Because they want to play against other casual players. And that may seem fair and valid up front, but what it does is it skews the data for the open playlist. Because people are going over there that are casual, it means those casuals are not in the open playlist, which makes the open playlist feel sweatier than if that was the only playlist. And to me, that is the reason that this feels so much sweatier than it did in the beta, because in the beta, they did not have two separate playlists. When they went to open matchmaking, it was the only option in the game, so all the casuals that were playing were also an open playlist with everybody else. And to me, that is a huge mistake. Being able to separate the playlists like that may seem on the surface like they're going to get more accurate data because people are going to choose the playlist that they want. But what it's actually doing is, because the casuals are no longer in the open matchmaking, it is sending the super sweats that are trying to play in the open matchmaking back over to the Standard Mosh Pit, hunting for the casuals, because none of them are actually in the open playlist. Do you see the problem here? Yeah. So none of the data they are getting is accurate at all as to how people truly want to play this game. And this has me very worried for the future of Black Ops 7, because I'm afraid they're going to start taking away more and more of the options of the open playlist and adding in more and more of the options of the standard, so to speak, full-on SBMM playlist, to the point that it may take over. And since they're seeing supposed increased engagement here, which they've not given us any statistics for, by the way, I am afraid that Infinity Ward, who is full-on head over heels in love with SBMM, is going to take us back to full-strength SBMM next year. So I am very concerned about the future of Call of Duty and how the matchmaking system is going to work. And I wanted to get this short video out to you guys as early as possible today, because I think we need to have a discussion about this in the comments section and be as open as we can about this subject, because I don't think Treyarch and Activision are making good decisions here. Nevertheless, hopefully you guys still enjoyed this video. If you did, you already know what to do. Smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new here, and turn those bell notifications on if you want to know every time I post a new video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Reach out.